Too bad. We're on air. Alright, so let's go around the table. Everybody introduce your character. Do the usual backgrounds. One new thing, so on and so forth. Let's start with you, Matt.
Okay. I'm playing Grundelmar. He's an old dwarf, almost 350 years old, and he spent the last 100 years in a self-imposed exile because he was a dwarven general. He lost a battle. Well, he's not happy with the outcome of the battle. In general, the dwarven people are happy he saved everybody in the fortress and dropped the fortress on the orc army that was attacking it. But he's shamed, partly because he lost even his own children who were in the army. So he exiled himself, and he's been in the wilderness, or where he learned to commune with the spirits of earth and stone. He is a druid.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to share about Grindelmar?
Nope. Well, he wields a big petrified wooden club.
Okay. Lloyd, tell us about Ursa.
I am playing a dwarf named Ursa.
Yay, Ursa.
Kind of as contrast to our other paladin friend, or our other dwarven friend over here. I am actually a fairly young dwarf. Trained in the paladin arts, took a little bit of time in the Temple of the Priestess, but not very much. I was chosen by an old crone during a prophecy, and it has kind of been hanging over my head ever since. It seems like I can't do anything without my family thinking that it is part of my fate, and to be honest, it's getting a little old. Despite having studied at the Temple of the Priestess, I am really more of a warrior than I am a religious woman. So I'm all about protect the innocent, but I protect the innocent by hitting those that would hurt them with a stick.
Okay. And what is your one unique thing?
My one unique thing is that I was chosen by the old crone.
Admittedly, that's not terribly unique. If this were going longer, I would tell you to change it. But as it is, that'll work.
Yeah. I'm running out of one unique things.
You never run out of one unique things. You're going to try hard enough.
The hair on your head just growing.
First, so you want to share?
Hmm?
You want to show blank instead?
Never mind. Brandy, tell us about Barella.
We're going back and forth with the mute, or we get reverb. Brella Hale was born and raised in the cathedral. She's never before left its walls. She had been found, so she was told, on the steps of the cathedral. While they were little more than a fluff of down, the servants of the priestess immediately knew that she was special. She's an Aasimar, one of the holy ones. Because of this and her uniqueness, she's been cloistered within the cathedral, sheltered from the world for her entire life. She has lived among the people of the cathedral in perfect peace and happiness, learning various tasks and skills through the various people there. The cook taught her way around the kitchen and the kitchen gardens. The temple guard taught her how to fight. The servants of the priestess themselves filled her with whatever knowledge she wanted. She is grown into a beautiful woman, tall and gangly. Though she's tall and gangly, she has an odd grace. She is she's going through. She's 17, so she's doing that whole kind of I want to be an adult kind of teen thing. Just after her 17th birthday, she was summoned to see the priestess, and the priestess told her that the gods of light told her that she had a part to play in the coming war with the orcs. So she has set out to this quest. Let's see here. Her one unique thing. So she is a cleric of the priestess. Follows all of the in a sense all of the gods. Whoever can do her most helpful, but the gods of light and the goddess. She was kidnapped. Oh, her one unique thing is she's actually a full-blooded celestial being, not an Aasimar, which is usually partial. But no one knows that because she was kidnapped from her parents as a baby.
Okay. And Anna, why don't you tell us about Eden?
Matt will recognize her because she was initially designed, but she was played briefly this week already. But she is a fallen angel, so we actually have 2 angels in the party, which is interesting.
I wonder if you guys had conspired together. It's very odd. Matt feels like the only character, the odd one out.
No, if we had talked, I would have picked something else.
Yeah, I did not at all talk. So, but we're very different angels because I'm very bitter.
Maybe you should get with the program.
So Eden is in fact a fallen angel. She was cast out of the heavens. She began life such it is, her existence as an angel in Sol Invictus's 13th Legion, which is the Stolen Lions. But she was cast out from the heavens, and she's quite bitter about this fact. She sort of dislikes the sort of grubbiness and the meaninglessness of the life in which she now lives, and so she's looking for a path for her soul to return to either the heavens or to hell. She doesn't really care which. She just doesn't want to be here. Part of her previous experiments has led to her what little bit of her soul that remains currently residing in a taxidermied clockwork hummingbird that sits generally on her shoulder. It has no mechanical effect other than that fact. And that's her one unique thing. This happened while she served as the chief coroner after she fell from the heavens. She was doing various experiments on life and death and other things. She doesn't want to actually die to go to heaven. She wants to that's too big of a change. So she's been sort of examining the mysteries of life and death. She did this in part as a coroner on a imperial plague ship. Plague could be from various things, though, called the Madness Maze. And then she was eventually came to the recognition of various servants of the emperor, and she now serves as essentially chief librarian and occultist sage as I'm calling the Celestis Augusta of the Library of Menacini Silentio, which is essentially kind of like the Library of Alexandria for the emperor, where she has studied closely the 7 texts of the Books of the Dead, except for one, which is the Book of Two Ways, which she believes will teach her the sort of the map to the heavens or to hell. But that book was in the possession of the Oracle, and it has gone missing, and she's searching for it.
Okay. Alright, so when we start, you guys are in a place called Ironvale. It's a place that's well protected, mountains, high walls. it's considered impregnable, though it hasn't been tested in quite some time. The stability and safety that it has had over the decades and centuries has led it to become a preferred locations for merchants to stop and trade. A lot of regional merchants will come here to sell their goods to the dwarves and in return collect dwarven items to take elsewhere. It is not cold and snowing. Well, it is cold, but it is not snowing. For the most part, Ironvale is in a, because of its location, it remains a lot more temperate than the surrounding area. And that's another part of the value for merchants to come here, is that they know they're not going to have to quite fight with the weather quite as much as they would in other locations. So anyway, Ironvale right now, it's very noisy, very packed. It's pretty normal. It's almost got kind of a festive atmosphere, as everybody is, all the merchants and passing travelers go about their business. All right. So anyway, and you guys are in a specifically, you are in a large and well-known temple of Thoradin. So let's start with Anna. Anna describes something unique or interesting about this area. It can be the temple, or it can be something outside the temple.
This is a temple of Thor?
Thoradin.
Thoradin. One thing that's unique about the area is they, in addition to dwarven ale, there's a particular berry that grows in sort of at the feet of the nearby mountains, which produces a particularly strong wine that's well known throughout the Dragon Empire.
Okay. And what does Brella notice?
Oh, that is so not fair. That was what I was going to do. Was Brella was traveling through the herbal gardens of the temple and noticed an herb that she has never seen before. She's not quite sure what it is, but she's very intrigued and would like to take a sample back to my brain died. The cathedral to have it identified.
Okay. All right.
I know, right?
And Lloyd, what is Ursa noticing that's unique and interesting?
There's this is kind of a high-trafficked area, as you said.
Yes.
And I normally don't expect to see a lot of carrion creatures. I mean, I expect to see a couple of them, but for some reason, I'm just making notice that there seems to be a lot of crows and a few rats that are just kind of darting around and hanging out in broad daylight, number one, which strikes me as a little bit peculiar, but also they don't seem to necessarily be acting the way they should. I pick up a rock and throw it at one of the groups of crows, and they scream at me, fly away for a few seconds, but don't even really leave eyesight before they're back on the same perch.
Okay. And Matt, what does Grindelmar notice?
Well, in this temple, there are the pillars of the temple aren't just pillars; they're carved with dwarven heroes. And he's not hanging out near this one, but there is one of him. It doesn't, the resemblance isn't as great because back then he dressed nicer and in armor and all that. Now he's spent. He's been living in the wilderness, so it's not like his beard is combed or braided or anything fancy like that. But he notices that there is one of him.
Okay. Just a second. Okay. Oh, come on. So, as you're walking through this temple, you feel a strange rumbling underneath your feet and up in your chest, followed by a sound of crumbling and falling rocks nearby. You hear a scream, and a nearby priest falls into a hole that opens up beneath his feet. But before you can even go and look in the hole to see if he's alright, dirt-covered orcs and goblins come out of the hole with bloodthirsty screams.
Oh, should we roll our icon relationships?
Yes, I thought you guys already had, but maybe that was just your checking your macros. So yes, go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Yeah, just a lot of macro checking.
Yelled at us the last 3 times.
I was going to say we're being good boys and girls and waiting for instruction.
Which is good.
5 for the Dwarf King.
5 with the Dwarf King.
That's it.
I have a 5 with the Emperor.
Wednesday games, Bubkiss. Here, where it probably doesn't even really matter.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it's not clever.
Is this the big hole that we all fell in?
Yeah, you didn't fall in it. You're just right next to it. It's a slant. It's a slope that you can't really indicate very well with a 2D map.
Is that the priest sitting down there at the bottom?
It was.
It was.
No longer.
That's a fair amount of cave orcs.
He's an ex-priest.
That is a fair amount of cave orcs.
So it's obvious that he's deceased, correct?
If he wasn't deceased when he fell in, he's deceased now. That is very clear.
I think in the map there is a rock on his face.
By the way, just so I know, who has good basic attacks?
I think that
I assume the paladin does.
I do. I've got pretty good hit with metagaming style. Do you care, Aaron, if I tell her what my stats are? Or? Okay, I've got a D20 plus 7 for my hit, and then plus 3 on damage for melee.
Okay.
Ideal D8s. He's powerfully strong with these.
Okay.
He's not very fast though,
Okay.
because he's old.
Yeah. I'm not particularly fast either, but that's mostly because I'm kind of disinterested.
Sorry that the way the numbers worked out on this fight takes some adjustment. Unfortunately, when you have this many lower level mooks, things get complicated in terms of the numbers. You don't get easy 5 and 10s, unfortunately.
The map. Can you stretch the map and make it bigger?
Oh, I can stretch the map and make it bigger. I'm not going to, but I could. It's not so much the number that's there, because that's entirely correct. It's the fact that I had to separate the... See, when I prep, I just put as many as I might possibly need over here under the... I'll just show you. I mean,
Yeah, under the fog of war.
Yeah, so you see they're all over here, and then I have to separate it out for 4 of you. And unfortunately, with this many moves, the numbers aren't nice round numbers or even numbers. So anyway, with that in mind, let me go ahead and add you to initiative. Go ahead and roll. Oh, there she is.
No. Be terrible for me.
Wow, you guys rolled like shit.
Yeah.
I have a +3.
Yeah.
That's impressively bad. All right. So Tusker's with us. That's 20. You guys are going last. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And not by a small amount either. I guess it makes sense that you guys were kind of surprised.
If we did Shadowrun, they'd be going 2 or 3 times before we go.
Yeah.
No,
Everybody goes once in Shadowrun.
Yeah, Shadowrun doesn't work that way anymore. It used to.
Yeah.
That's the way it was working when I played it a couple weeks ago.
No, everybody
Both
goes
editions
around
now.
once, and then everybody starts going again.
Yeah, they started working towards it in 3rd, but they didn't codify it completely until 4th. That everybody gets at least one turn first, and then the faster people get extra turns is more the way it works out.
Yeah.
So
you could wait a long time for your second turn.
yes.
Well, yeah, you go pick up dinner for the.
Yeah, if you don't have a booster to get another initiative pass, yeah, you could be waiting a while.
Yeah.
I think that's 6. Wait, I'm missing. Where the hell's the other keyboard? I know I added him.
So I only have one. I only have one terrain.
You only have one what?
Terrain. You said just mountains.
Yeah, for purposes of actually no, you can do underground for this particular fight.
Okay.
Actually, the hard part is that I don't remember exactly what all of the terrains are. So.
Well, that's what I was asking about the whether it was cold enough yet. It was cold enough to mess us up in right near here in Wrath.
I'll allow it. I'll give you that. That don't concern me none. So you can go ahead and do it. All right, let's see how many orcs you get swarmed by before you get a turn.
Yeah.
Well, not as many as it could be.
Before I can cast my ice shield.
Alright, so let's see. Anyway, top of round 1. The escalation dies frowny face. And Orc Tusker 2. Grundlemar, he's going to run up and attack you. Okay. That's going to be versus AC. Might have to fight, go back to the right tab. 16 versus AC.
That's not going to hit.
Alright. I didn't think it would, but you never know. Okay. What's next? Goblin Sappers. Lots of Goblin Sappers. They're going to move up here. 3 and 4 are going to double move. Alright, so let's see. Ursa, you are being attacked twice. Brella, you're being attacked once. And let's see what's being thrown at you. So Ursa. Okay, so Ursa, you have a fire grenade and a glue pot that coming your way. So the fire grenade, 13 versus PD, I'm pretty sure is going to miss.
Versus PD, yes.
And the glue pots. That'll be even worse. Let's see. Actually,
Does it
I
glue it
finally
on?
get to do this. All right, let's see what happens on this. Ooh, all right. Things just got interesting. So the goblin that was throwing the glue pots had a rather catastrophic malfunction, and seems to have set off some of his explosives. Let me do the attack on Brella first, and then I will resolve the catastrophic explosion. So, Brella, you are getting. You are also getting blue pots. So this is versus PD. Oh God! Wow.
Goblins are destroying themselves.
Let's see if this one blows himself up too. It's not a guarantee, but oh yeah, he blew. All right, so both Sapper, let's see, Sapper 3 and Sapper 1, in their haste to run up to you guys and just explode your face, they have accidentally, forgotten a truage of this sort of thing. Once you pull the pin, Mr. Grenade is not your friend. And unfortunately, they tried to throw glue pots, but what they actually pulled were fire grenades, and they have a much shorter fuse. So they are both lit on fire. Green. And are burning rather impressively. Unfortunately, the fire also spreads to Goblin Sapper 1, and through sheer luck over to Goblin Sapper 3.
Well, the fire's like setting off other ammunition.
Alright, so that's the end of them, because they double moved. Alright, Orc Tusker 1 is going to move up and engage Gorilla. And it's going to be versus AC. 18 versus AC.
Miss.
Okay. 4 damage.
Okay.
I know, it missed. It's still 4
Oh,
damage.
that's great. That's cool.
Grundlemar should have taken 4 as well, but I forgot.
Ooh,
Okay.
not 45.
And he pops free. And now Ursa, it is your turn.
Ursa.
You're surrounded by 4 goblins on fire. And some orcs.
Is their fire likely to hurt me?
No, not terribly.
And am I engaged with anyone?
No.
Okay. I am going to yeah, I'm going to hop down here and engage with... Well, can I engage with both of these orcs?
No. You can engage with either the Tusker 3 or Tusker 8, but otherwise you're going to be intercepted.
Okay. I'm going to do Cave Orc 8 then.
Okay.
And this is... No, I don't think it matters, but combat boon. Escalation dies of frowny face.
What are you trying to do?
It's a basic attack. A spell that works on a basic attack. Lets him give somebody a save.
Yeah. If my attack hits, then a friendly unit can use a recovery. Or, I'm sorry, not a recovery, but a saving throw.
Okay. Yeah, nobody needs a saving throw, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. 21 versus AC.
One of you mute.
Versus Cave Orc.
Get ready. That'll hit. 32 damage. 8. 5. Okay. Let's see. Tell me how you kill that one, and that one.
Did I also injure Cave Orc 5?
No.
Okay. Alright, so seeing that the Goblin Sappers don't really have their game together, I'm not as interested in fighting them. I'll let them destroy themselves. I jump down and slam onto the Cave Orc with my shield and try to bring my hammer down at the same time. It shoves him sideways, and he stumbles into his two fellows, and because of the way the hole is laid out, they all three kind of just jumble together, and their weapons start gouging each other, and one of them falls down and breaks his neck.
Okay. Anything else from Ursa?
That'll do it for me.
Alright. Another wave of Goblin Sappers comes to... that one. Alright, seeing as how you just killed 3 Cave Orcs, the Goblin Sappers kind of want you blown up. 2 of them are also going to attack Eden. So let's do the ones on Eden first. Actually, let's do that. So Eden, you are getting a glue pot and let's see what else. And a demolition charge.
Well,
The demolition charge is powerful enough that it will also probably affect Brilla and Grundlemar as well.
Okay.
So let's do those attacks first. It's going to be versus AC on all these.
Okay.
So first on Eden, that'll miss.
Yep.
Then on Brilla, 19 versus AC. You're both muted. I can't hear you.
No, that will not hit.
And then 16 on Grundlemar is not a hit. And then the glue pot on Eden, 20 versus physical defense.
That'll hit.
Alright, so no damage, but you are stuck. Save ends.
Okay.
And then let's see what is attacking Ursa. Ursa is getting 2 fire grenades, which will also probably hit Grundlemar. Let's see.
I put a little net over myself.
Okay, so first on Ursa, 25 versus PD. I know it's. I don't even need to ask. 13 versus PD on Grundlemar.
And that's not going to hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
He is 19.
Second fire grenade on Ursa. 16 versus PD. You're muted.
Yes, that will hit.
All right. And then on Grimoire.
That hits.
Okay, so you, Ursa, you have 3 ongoing fire damage twice. Save against each separately. Grindelmar, you have 3 ongoing fire damage. Don't use red for that. Red is staggered.
I know that.
Fire icon.
Alright, and that is the end of the Goblin Sappers. Orc Tusker 3. He's going to turn around and fight Ursa. But will miss. Take 4 damage, and he pops free. Now K-Works. Many.
No direct damage.
Not from the fire grenade, no. Let's see, this one's 5. Yeah. Am I missing any keywords? Nope, I don't think so. So let's start with Eden. You have 2 keywords trying to disembowel you with their obsidian knives.
Yep.
It's going to be versus AC. 13 and...
I was gonna miss.
Oops. My bad. I did it the other way around. And natural 1.
Oh.
So neither one of them will hit.
Hey, she's shocked, but yes. But seems disdainful of him.
3 attacks versus Ursa. I'm just going to do it like this, so it'll be easier. 15, 11, and 16 versus AC.
None of which will hit.
I didn't think so. And then 1 on Grindelmar. 25.
Damage?
No, so there's 25 that hits.
Oh, by quite a bit.
I'm pretty sure, but you know, I don't want to take these things for granted.
No, 19 PD, 19 AC.
All right, so that is 4 damage.
All right.
And that is all of the cave orcs. So Eden, you're up.
Feeling somewhat vulnerable, she will start her halo as a free action.
Okay.
And then she's surrounded by glowing light. It's a quick turn. And then she will also enter into her stance of necessity, which won't make any difference for right now. It depends on whether she loses her focus or not. And then she will concentrate. She'll look at all the mayhem around her and try to center herself and concentrate on the things that she needs to concentrate on. And now I'm done. Oh, and I save.
Okay. You did save, or you are saving? Okay.
I'm saving. I did not save, so I'm still stuck.
You are saving. You are still in the process of saving. You will continue saving next turn.
Yes.
Brella, you're up.
Barella also invokes the priestess to protect her and invokes her halo, and takes out her crossbow and shoots at Orc Tusker 1.
Okay.
17 versus AC.
17 will miss.
And I'm not engaged with anybody, am I?
Nope.
Okay. So I'm going to move a little bit up here.
Are you wearing a ring?
And I'm done.
No, I don't want to do that. Okay. All right, Grundamar, you're up.
All right. What is Tusker 3's not engaged with me?
He is not in Tusker 3 is not engaged with you now.
Okay. I will, as a quick action, I'll cast the close quarter spell Ice Shield. Grundlemar calls out to the elemental spirits of ice and tundra, and they swirl around him until the end of the battle. When an enemy engaged with me attacks me and rolls a natural 1 through 15, it takes 1d10 cold damage. And I'm sorry, 46 cold damage after the attack.
Ouch. Okay.
Yeah, there's a disparity between that and Rumble, but I think because Rumble's all the time. And then I thought I was engaged with 2.
You are engaged with 2.
Okay, you moved.
You asked if you were engaged with 3, who was over here.
Yeah, but I thought 2 was closer to me.
Yeah.
You moved.
And
All right. Anyway, I then will. Why did you move me away from 2?
Because I can't see who you're engaged with at that point. You moved yourself right on top of the other token.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep track of who I'm engaged with. I smash Tusker 2. Actually, yeah, I'll smash Tusker 2 in the face with my club.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. 25 will hit.
So 17 damage.
And I will try to make that better.
Okay.
24 versus MD.
That'll hit.
That will be so 21 extra damage.
Jeez.
That is an impressive.
That's an at will. And I lose my focus, so then I have to try to see if my superior rebuke kicks in.
It's an at will, but it's an interrupt, isn't it?
It's an interrupt, and it's a close quarters spell, so I don't take attacks of opportunity. Let's see. I rolled a 4, so I do in fact get my superior rebuke, but I have to use that roll as the 2 hit. So does a 12 MD hit Cave Orc 3?
Cave Orc.
Yeah, I can attack
Yes.
someone. Yeah.
Yes, just barely.
All right. So he takes 13 psychic damage.
Okay.
He
Hold on.
cannot attack me this round.
Well, he might not be attacking you anyway. Hold on.
Yeah, maybe.
In fact, no, he is not attacking you because he is dead.
Okay.
So describe how Cave Orc 3 has died from your psychic assaults.
She looks over at him as he's sort of growling at her, and she sort of gives him a sideways glance of disdain, and he collapses in pain and dies. And then because I do not have my focus now, because of my stance of necessity, my armor class, all my defenses increased by 4.
Jeez. Okay.
And I'm done.
And let's see. Matt took his 3 damage and failed his save. So, all right. Top of round 2, escalation die is at 1. Orc Tusker 2 has got the unholy crap kicked out of him. He's going to try to disengage. He's going to go at it. He wants Eden. But not with that roll. He's not. Alright, so he's attacking Grundlemar instead.
Oh, he couldn't have attacked me anyway because I had previously hit him with an attack. I didn't say that because I didn't assume he was going to come over.
I thought that was just Orc 3.
No, it's anyone I hit with an attack can attack me for a round.
Alright, so Grunamar is hit. He will take 7 damage. And then we have many goblins on fire. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 12. So Goblin 3 frantically tries to smack the flames out, but unfortunately, before he's able to do so, boom, and subsequently splat. So Goblin 3 is dead. The other 3 are on fire, and they want to, let's see, they definitely don't like Ursa. Goblin Sapper 4, however, is going to throw something Grindelmar. So let's do Grindelmar first and get it over with.
Did the guy who attacked me take any damage?
No.
Was it a melee attack?
Yeah, it was a melee attack. How much was that again? It was 46, you said? Alright, so he attacks you and promptly dies. Is that only for melee, or is that from any attack?
An enemy who's engaged with me
Okay.
attacks me. So it doesn't have to be a melee attack. If he ranged attacks me from up close, the spirits of ice attack him.
Well, you're about to have another fire thing thrown at you to try to melt that, so... this is versus PD, and that will unfortunately miss. And then the 3 attacks on Ursa. Let's see what they are. You get 1 of each. So first is a demolition charge, which actually... Yeah. 25 versus AC on Ursa. You're muted.
That will hit. I was doing math in my head before I unmuted myself. That will hit.
Alright, so that is 4 damage. Then your fire grenade again. 26 versus PD. So you're on fire some more. And finally, glue pot. 16 versus PD.
Will hit.
Alright, so you are stuck and you are on fire some more. I think you're on fire a total of 3 times at this point.
I am.
Okay. And then the sappers, they have to roll their saves.
Yes.
Alright, 2 of the goblins managed to put the fires out. 1 is still on fire, however. Okay, Orc Tusker 1 is charging Brella. 13 versus AC misses. You take 4 damage and he pops free. And then Ursa, you are up.
All right. Ursa is going to. Yeah, sure, why not? Ursa is going to attack Cave Orc 5. 1. That is a 27 versus AC.
That'll hit.
Okay. Grundelmar, go ahead and make a saving throw real quick. Okay. And that was 25 damage.
Alright, so that will kill 5. This should be interesting. Alright, you kill. Tell me how you kill both Cave Orc 5 and Cave Orc 9.
I have The act of me using a holy attack on orcs seems to be panicking them slightly because there's a bright white flash each time I hit one of them. And Grundelmar, who is bolstered by my attack, uses the confusion that I incite in Orc 6 to... are you using a blade or a blunt object?
That would be kind of hard to incite in Orc 6, considering Orc 6 is dead.
I'm sorry, 9. Orc 9.
I'm using a club.
The distraction is such that Orc 9 looks away from Grundelmar and he just kind of smacks him on the jaw with his club and drops him. So Orc 5 and 9 both get uppercuts to the jaw that leave them lifeless. And I am going to roll 4 D20s.
First, you're taking 12 damage, then you're rolling 4
Okay.
D20.
Minus 12. And only one of those, the sticky, is going to remain.
Right.
So that's gone, that's gone, that's gone. Okie dokie.
Okay. Onward to goblins. Let's see. Goblin sappers. All right, you're being attacked through. They have no reason to change, so you're being attacked 3 more times, and Eden is being attacked twice. So first, let's see what kind of explosives you're getting. Eden. Eden is getting a demo charge and a fire grenade. Ursa is getting 2 demo charges and a glue gun. Actually, you should have rolled one more, Lloyd, because you were on fire 4 times and you were stuck, right?
No, I was on fire 3 times, because one of their fire grenades missed.
That's right. All right. Increase your hit points by 3. You didn't take 12 damage. You only took 9. I thought you were on 4 times. Either way, you're getting another 1 fire grenade and 2 demo charges. So first against Eden. This is the demo charge. Oh yeah, that's not going to be good. Then the fire grenade. 21 versus PD on Eden.
That hits. So my halo goes out, as does my stance of necessity.
Okay. And that's 3 ongoing there. Then let's see, what was it? 2 demo charges on Ursa. Let's see, 23 versus AC, and he also is going to try to blow himself up.
23 versus AC?
Yes.
Will not hit.
Do you have something special going on that's increasing your AC?
A paladin with Bastion.
It still seems a bit high.
I've got my Strength Con Dex is 17, 18, and 12. So I've got really high Strength in Con, which is increasing my AC a lot. Plus, I'm using a shield.
Okay.
So I know that it's abnormally high, but I kind of created my paladin so that she'd be able to have a very, very high AC.
What's his name had like a 23.
Yeah, mine is 23 plus 1 for my shield, so that only barely didn't hit, but it didn't hit.
All right. 22 versus PD on the fire grenade.
That will hit.
All right. So you're on fire again. So let's see. So Eden's
I'm
on
sorry,
fire.
that Orc Tusker should be alive still, because he got better than a 15 on his attack.
Okay. Well, we'll just remember for next time. I'm not going to go and retcon that at this stage of the game. It's not worth it. Okay, so let's see.
I'll
So
just
two goblins are attempting to blow themselves up. And do.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They're not so good. Oops. So let's see. One had a demo charge. This should be interesting.
Yep.
Okay, so that's going to hit those two. All right, so the demo charge goes off in Goblin Sapper 9's face. Unfortunately, it was a dud and does no damage to either Goblin Sapper 9 or Sapper 8. However, let's see, Goblin Sapper 7, he had a, what did he have blow up in his face? He also had a demo charge blow up in his face, so let's see what this does. Right at his feet, and blows him to Kingdom Come. Oops. So everybody's covered in even more goblin bits. And that's the end of them. Alright, Ursa Tusker 3 is going to charge Ursa. And he will miss 4 damage, and he pops free. And then there are cave orcs. Not that there are many of them left, but still. Alright, so it's 1 on Eden and 2 on Ursa. So on Eden, 18 versus AC.
That hits currently, yeah.
Alright, so that'll be 4 damage. And then on Ursa, the highest is a 22, so both of them miss. And Eden, you're up.
Well, I look at the cave orc who just hit me and say, I know more about death than you shall ever know. And I concentrate, and that's it. My turn's over. Oh, and I take my 3 damage.
Yes, roll your saves.
Yeah, and my 2 saves. For the fire?
Okay.
Nope. And then
Don't
for the yes.
But you were no longer.
I'm no longer stuck.
Alright, Brella, you're up.
Alright, Brella is going to shoot her crossbow at Orc Tusker 1. We're still in round 2, right?
Yeah, that's still 1.
17 versus AC.
17 will miss.
And I'm done. Wait, let me check something before I say that. Okay, yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Brindamar, you're up.
Well, all right. I will cast a bolt of lightning at he channels lightning up from the earth and hurls it at Tusker 1.
Okay.
17 versus physical defense.
I'm not sure. Yes, that will just barely hit.
So
And I'm gonna try to make that better as well.
it's not a basic attack. Can you?
It doesn't have to be a bit. It just an ally hits a nearby enemy. with an attack. Sometimes I can give things basic attacks. That's why it asked about the basic attack. So 24 versus MD. So 17 psychic damage. He cannot attack me to the extent he survives. And I will roll my Superior Rebuke. I do not get my Superior Rebuke, so.
He takes 12 damage from the lightning. I just put the extra to count for if we happen to fight anything that flies.
Oh, yeah. No, I got the 12 from that. All right, so Tusker 1 is staggered.
And then move to engage Tusker 3 from between him and Ursa. So.
Okay. Let's see. Tusker 2 is dead.
Hopefully they'll both come and hug my AC shield.
All right. Top of the next round. Escalation die is at 2. Let's see what Goblin Sappers we have left. Goblin Sapper 2, 1, and 4. Actually, we have a lot of them left still. All right.
One of them is taking fire.
Yes, one of them is still on fire. It's not going to do anything for this point. You know, they have no reason to really change what they're doing, so. Ursa's getting 3 things thrown at him. He's getting 2 fire grenades and a demo charge. Grimnomar is getting 1. He is getting a demo charge. So let's see what the demo charges do. Demo charges are big ones. One of them is going to attack Ursa and Grimnomar. The other one is going to attack Ursa, Grimnomar, and Brella. So first one on just Ursa and Grimnomar. Ursa is 11, Grimnomar is 27.
27 hits a lot.
4 damage. And then the other one on all 3 of you. The order is Brella, Ursa, then Grimnomar. So Brella is 12, Ursa is 20 versus AC, Grimnomar is 13 versus AC.
That
Miss.
And I'm still on fire.
Oh, of course. And then lastly, 2 fire grenades on Ursa. Oops. You are apparently not on fire enough. 22 versus PD and 13 versus PD.
Negative on both. Wait, versus physical defense?
Yes.
22 will hit.
Alright, so you're on fire again. Alright. That's the sappers. Oh, that one of them is on fire. And he is still on fire. Alright, Orc Tusker 1 charges Brilla. 20 versus AC.
Brilla. Yep.
Sorry, 20 versus AC?
20 versus AC?
Yes.
Okay, hold on just a second. I don't think it'll hit, but I want to check. No, it will not.
Okay. Alright, so 4 damage, and he pops free. And then Ursa, you are up.
Ursa is going to attack Cave Orc 4. Escalation die is 2. 27 versus AC.
I'm sorry, which one were you fighting? 4?
Yes.
Yes, that'll hit.
And 21 damage.
Let's see.
And I'm going to go ahead and take this saving roll myself.
All right. First, before you do that, describe how you kill 4 and 2.
Those are both the ones engaged with me, right?
Yes.
I come between them up with my axe and shield, or with my hammer and shield, and I spread apart real fast, shield smashing 2 in the face, and wrenching up on number 4's midsection, and it pretty much just completely shoves all of Kavork 2's face into his skull, and he collapses instantly. It lifts 4 up off the ground with the force of my blow, and he collapses after coughing blood once.
Okay.
I'm going to do a single save against my stuckness.
Okay.
Does not work, and then I'm going to do 3 saves against my stuckness and the 2 fires.
Stuck is first.
Okie dokie. All of them save.
Don't forget to take the 6 damage from your fire, though.
Thank you.
Alright, anything else? Actually, there can't be anything else. That was your saving throw. Alright. Let's see. They're going to try to light you on fire again. Just the way it is. 2 of them on Eden, and 2 on Ursa. First, what do we got on Eden? We have a glue pot and a demo charge. And on Ursa, fire grenade and a glue pot. So, let's see. So the demo charge is going to attack Eden, Ursa, and Brella. In that order. 23 versus AC on Eden, same on Brella, and miss on Ursa. I can't hear you, Brandy.
23, you said?
Yes.
Against AC?
Yes.
Okay, I think that'll miss. Let me check. Yes, it'll miss.
Really?
Yes, my halo gives me a +2 to everything. Till I'm hit.
You've been hit, yeah.
You've already been hit.
I have.
Well,
when was I hit?
Taking damage. I don't know if that counts.
So we need to know if missed damage counts.
Hold on, let me look. I bet money it doesn't say.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't say.
This is hit you with no wrong class.
Yeah. No, you had. It says until you are hit by an attack.
So missed damage wouldn't count, I think.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm guessing not. So anyway, in that case, 4 damage on Eden, and now Lester.
So 4 damage on me.
Okay, so demo charge. Okay, glue pot on Eden now. 14 versus PD.
Oh, that hits.
Alright, so you are stuck. No damage. And then fire grenade. Actually, both of these are the same. So, first is fire grenade. Second is glue pot. 17 versus PD, fire grenade, and 24 versus PD, glue pot on Ursa. And you're muted.
Thank you. Sorry. 17 and a 24 versus PD. Both hit.
Alright, you're on fire and you're stuck again.
Fire. Stuck.
keeps killing cave orcs. He's clearly at this point one of the highest threats as far as the goblins are concerned.
Yeah, because they no longer have a cave orc like line of defense.
No, they don't. And even the Tuskers are starting to run out. Okay, let's see. So that's the end of their turn. Tusker 3. I'm gonna try to. All right, so he doesn't. So he's attacking Grindelmar, and it's probably gonna miss, frankly. Oops, that wasn't right. That's okay. It doesn't matter that it's right, whether it's right or not. So you'll take 14 damage.
I am staggered.
And roll to see how much he takes.
No, the problem before was he rolled higher than 15.
Yeah, that's right. It needed to be natural 1 to 15. Okay.
Hold on.
I'm gonna use. Is that your best shot? My dwarf ability per battle ability lets me.
Immediately make a recovery.
Yeah, and since the escalation die is higher than 2 or higher.
Okay.
I get the full recovery. I am not staggered anymore.
Jesus Christ. Alright. I have very few cave orcs left.
There's one of me.
I have one of them.
I was going to say one.
Yes, one is technically very few. So he's attacking Eden. And will miss. And then Eden, it's your turn.
Again, it's such a dull thing. I look at him again and say, I would not try that again. And I make my saves. How many? I take 3 fire damage.
Yes, 3 fire damage.
And I make my saves.
I have to admit, even though the Goblin Sappers are a bit more complicated for an enemy, I still love the shit out of them.
They're fun. I am enjoying that enemy.
They're in the top 3 on monsters I've ever designed. They are.
I save versus the fire.
And not just because they blow themselves up, even though that is entertaining as hell.
And I'm
So you're still stuck, but not on fire anymore. Okay.
correct.
All right, Brella, you're up.
Brella is going to aim her crossbow at Orc Tusker 1.
Okay. You do realize you have Hammer of Fate, right?
Yes, I know. Do I need it?
You might have a better chance of hitting.
Hammer of Faith is once per day. I don't know what's coming up next.
Hammer of Fate is once per day? I don't think so.
Hammer of
Is
Faith
it once per battle?
I'm pretty sure Hammer of Fate is
It's daily is what I have.
Yeah. Hammer of Faith is the one that increases your
daily.
spell,
yeah, all right.
your damage.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking Javelin of Faith, which one of my players in Wednesday game, he's reflavored Javelin of Faith as to be a hammer, so that's what got me confused.
I didn't know you could do that.
Sure.
Well,
And I didn't realize I'd be doing as many ranged attacks where I would have taken it.
the thing with the reflavor is, it's just that it's a hammer instead of a javelin. It's mechanically the exact same.
So he's still throwing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's still using Javelin of Faith. It just looks like
Oh, flipping time. 22 versus AC.
22 just barely hits.
But he only takes 8 damage.
Alright. He is still staggered. Anything else for Brella?
Love ya.
Grundlemar, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to try to smash Tusker 3 in the face with my hammer. Or my club.
Not without rolling out.
Damn it, and I can't even use one of my abilities.
What did you missed?
I missed.
Yeah, hold on.
If only you were a half elf, you could make that a 5.
But he's suffering from an
But then I'd be
inevitable
staggered.
fall. So,
Yeah, but then you could have been healed by the cleric. So all in all, you've made a poor choice by not being half elf.
so that Tusker does a 23 hit.
Yes.
Wow.
An unfucking believable amount of damage.
He takes 38 psychic damage and 10 ongoing damage. And I will attempt to use my Superior Rebuke.
So he is staggered as you mentally make him watch Brady Bunch reruns or something.
Yes. Let me see what I rolled. So my Superior Rebuke does not work.
I do.
Yes,
my
yes, Marsha going through her head repeatedly on never-ending loop.
It really is annoying.
He will be glad to die next turn. All right, so you saved. Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just saying that he's taking heavy ongoing damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does. Like I said, he's
Mine
dying.
is-
Take 4 miss damage from my attack, if it matters.
I added that in.
Okay. I didn't know if that would put him out of his misery.
Not quite. If you'd hit, it would have put him out of his misery. Anything else from Gunnar?
Nope.
All right, top of the next round. Let's go guys at 3. Start for more Goblin Sappers. Goblin Sapper 1 is done playing with Ursa. He's going to go and throw shit at Grundlemar. So 2 on Grundlemar, 2 on Ursa, as per the usual. So Ursa gets Demo Charge into Fire. Grundlemar gets a Glue Pot and a Fire Grenade. So Demo Charge.
Was that supposed to be 20 or 6?
Oh, it's supposed to be 6. It does. In this case, it doesn't matter because they're both under 6 anyway. So, but you're right. It should have been 6. Anyway, the Demo Charge is attacking both Ursa and Grundlemar. Neither of you are hit by it, however. It is a dud in the finest Goblin tradition. And then Fire Grenade on Ursa, which will miss. And then let's see, Fire Grenade on Grundlemar. You're on fire. But you're not stuck. So, 3 ongoing. So much sound and fury for so little actual results.
They are goblins.
Alright. Arctusker 1 is going to keep trying. He's not going to do it, but he's going to try. Yep, that miss. 4 damage, and he pops free. Umbrella. And then Ursa, you're up. Given your AC, I have to roll an 18 or higher to hit you. Needless to say, that is unlikely.
Good. 15%.
You are muted. You've been talking for nothing.
Stuck means stuck. I'm not allowed to move at all, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. So I'm going to pull out one of the throwing axes at my belt and lob it at Goblin Sapper 1. Range, that's 3. Actually, curious. Can I use Smite Evil on ranged attacks?
Honestly, no, no. Let's look.
Nope, melee attack roll.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Okay, so 13 versus AC.
That'll miss.
Okay,
And I know you don't
Um,
do good damage on a miss.
correct. So,
I think that's all you can do, so go ahead and roll your save.
yep. Well, is using a is rallying a
Rallying's
quick
standard.
action? Okay.
Standard action.
Unless he has lay on hands.
Yeah, lay on hands is a quick action. Rallying is not.
But I didn't take that as a class talent, so. I'm rolling 2 d20, correct?
Yes. Stuck first, fire second.
Neither of which.
So you take your 3 damage and you are still inhibited. Alright, Goblin Sappers. More Goblin Sappers. We're pretty much business as usual. 2 on Eden. Actually, no. They're tired of playing with Eden. They're going to come down here and see it clear. So 2 on Umbrella and 2 on Ursiga. So on Umbrella, you are getting a fire grenade and a glue pot. Ursa is getting. Oops. 2 fire grenades. So we'll start with Brella. Fire grenade. Actually, both of these are the same roll. So fire grenade first. 21 versus PD and it's 9 versus PD.
21 will hit.
No, I can't hear you.
21 will hit.
21 will hit.
All right. You're on damage. You are on fire. I'm sorry. 3 ongoing. And that makes your Halo thing going. You take it on your turn. It's ongoing, no up front. And then, oh yeah. Okay. Then attempt to set Lloyd on fire some more. No, I will not. Not with those rules. Alright, Arctusker 3 is going to die this turn, and he knows it. So,
And he might be happy for it, because then he won't have to watch the Brady Bunch reruns.
I said MD? No, I said PD. Alright, anyway, taking Grunelmar. I don't think that's going to hit.
Nope. So now I get to hit him.
You can hit him, he's dead either way. I mean, there's really no point.
I kill him, not some silly psychic damage. He freezes to death. He freezes to death with the last thing going through his mind being Marsha, 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 Marsha.
Exactly. It's a terrible death all around.
Yeah, pretty much. That means you people are bad and should feel bad. Alright. Last K-Bork.
Hey!
Attacks Eden and will hit for 4 damage.
Okay.
And then Eden is your turn.
I think to myself and look at him and say, I might have to do something about you now. And I make my saving throw. I focus. At least my turns go very quickly.
It's true they do. Though you have a tendency to make max turns go a lot longer, so.
That's true. I save. I'm no longer stuck.
You're no longer stuck.
That's her special ability, making other people's turns longer, like the commander.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much what she does.
Alright, Brilla, you're up. And you're still muted.
I know. I'm taking my crossbow and aiming at Orc Tusker 1. Determined to kill this guy off. Or at least make him go away. 27.
That'll hit. Describe how he dies.
My arrow goes into his chest and punctures his heart.
Okay.
And I will take my saving throw. And do not.
No, that's a successful save.
Yeah.
What's the limit?
11.
Oh,
You
okay.
need 11 or higher.
Okay. And I'm done.
All right. So don't forget to take the damage from that before. Okay. Grundlemar, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to channel more lightning. I'm going to channel it at the goblin sappers that are near me. So targeting number 4.
Okay.
Found it.
All right. 25 will hit.
I'm gonna make that better.
No, you're gonna make that longer, is what you're doing.
Well, there's that too. 17 versus MD.
That'll hit.
So 16 extra damage. And then I'll try my Superior Rebuke.
So 33.
What did I get? No, did not work.
Okay, let's see how this works. Let's see, you were attacking 4, right? Weren't you, Matt?
It was in one.
Yeah, I targeted 4.
If the arrow was in one ear, not the other. That would have been good.
Damn it.
No, I know, you could take it. That's no problem. I saw you.
Damn it, roll 20. Roll 20 is very bad about layers.
But
Anyway, describe how you blew those 3 goblin sappers up.
He called on the spirits of the earth and channeled electricity up from the ground through all of them.
And I added some dead people from the people below, their spirits into the spirits of the air spirits.
Okay. Anything else from Grundlemar?
Nope. Just him.
Top of round 5, escalation dies at 4. The lone goblin sapper from this group. Yeah, it still doesn't like any of you. It's gonna go throw shit at Grundlemar. What is it throwing? It's throwing a demo charge, which will hit Grundlemar, Ursa, and Gorilla. So, let's see. Left to right. And it will hit none of you. And in fact, tries to blow himself up. Unfortunately for you, he did not blow himself up this time. On the other hand, his demo charge was a dud that didn't do anything to any of you. So,
Oh,
wash.
bonus.
Alright. Ursa, you are up. You are still stuck. You are still on fire.
Okay, I am going to take another throwing axe off my belt and chuck it at Goblin Sapper 5. Escalation die is a 4. 20 versus AC.
I'm pretty sure that will hit. And indeed it does.
And that's a 19 damage.
That's the vast overkill. So describe how it is.
I pretty well level this one right between his, like right in the center of his chest, and his legs buckle out from underneath him, and he just folds down and kind of slams into the ground. I get an interesting little chuckle when one of the glue pots on the back of his belt explodes, and he gets stuck to the ground as a corpse.
Okay.
And I am rolling
2 saves.
2d20.
First is stuck.
Okay. I am still stuck, but I am no longer on fire. I take 3 damage from the fire, though, correct?
That is correct. Okay, so Goblin Sappers are up. 8 and 9 are throwing demo charges, which will both attack Eden and Brella. You are getting 2 more fire grenades, Ursa, because I just have to keep you lighting you on fire. It's fun. But anyway, so 2 attacks here against Eden. These are versus AC. 1 will hit.
Yep.
2. 22 and 20 versus AC Umbrella.
22 and 20, the 22.
Who is muted?
22 will hit.
Alright. So you will both take 4 damage. And then let's light Lloyd on fire some more. Yes, you're very lit on fire. That will be 6 ongoing for the first turn, and then 3 ongoing if you fail your save after that.
Wait, hold on. That last roll is for me, right? Because
Yes.
that's a 10 and a 27, which is a crit.
Yes.
Well, the 10 doesn't hit.
The 27, I'm pretty sure the crit does, though.
Oh, yeah, but you said I'm lit on fire twice.
I think
Yeah,
he was attacking you twice.
technically, yes. You're only lit on fire once, but you're still taking twice the damage for the first turn.
Okay, just so long as I only have to roll 1 saving throw.
Yes.
Okay, good to go.
Alright, Tesla 3 is dead. Blake will not leave. Alright, Cave Work 1 is still going to keep attacking Eden, because eventually he's going to kill Eden, even if it takes 20 goddamn turns to do it.
That hits.
Take another 4 damage. He's slowly whittling you down.
Slowly.
4 damage at a time. Cave Orc 1. The last Cave Orc.
Yeah.
Me, the last of Mohican.
And then Eden, you're up.
I'm very annoyed with this cake work, and I look at him again. I do not make idle threats. I will try to move away from him, just because this will be like the first turn of the whole battle that I am not stuck.
Okay.
And so I will try to
Roll
do
a
that.
disadvantage.
Nope.
Nope.
And then I use standard action to concentrate, and my turn's over. I'm going to put a little symbol for Mike so I don't forget when I have focus and when I don't. I think it's be a little
Alright,
like
Brella, you're up.
that there.
Okay, Brella will move up a little bit and will call on those righteous that she has known throughout her life to attack Goblin Sapper 8, Spirit of the Righteous.
That'll hit.
If it hits, it does 7. I didn't do the roll for the damage. I'm sorry.
Nope.
I'll fix that. Plus 3. And then the ally, that's 34 damage, and holy damage. And the ally with the lowest hit points gets +4 AC till the end of my next turn. So who has the lowest hit points?
I currently have 28.
I'm cruising 39.
49.
So that would be even.
So +4.
All
Thank
right,
you.
describe how those 3 goblins die.
The spirits rise up and attack Goblin Sapper 8, pulling on each of his limbs and rendering him, just pulling off his limbs, and then they just start throwing him at the other 2 and stabbing them. Goblin Sapper 9 in the eye. Who else did I kill?
6.
Okay. Goblin Sapper 9 gets the ball of the femur in his eye. And where is 6? Up there. And Cave Orc 6 or Goblin Sapper 6. Okay. He gets a toe now. He gets hit in the head with a couple of arms. And a head. They throw the head at him, and his head crashes into his skull and breaks his skull.
Okay.
And done.
All right, Grunlamar, you're up.
See. 1 Goblin Sapper.
And my friend, the Cave Orc.
Yeah, there are basically 1 Goblin Sapper and 1 Cave Orc left.
Then more lightning at the Cave Orc.
Okay. It's dead.
I didn't
How
even
about
have to-
Bruno Mar calls on the spirits of the earth, and electricity courses up out of the ground, and
Which you realize doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense. I mean,
right,
okay.
technically lightning goes up, doesn't it?
No, it goes down.
Lightning goes both directions. It goes up and down.
It goes from the more positively charged to the negatively charged. However, because of the density of the Earth, it tends to go down.
It's a mountain spell, and in Dresden you can use Earth to create lightning too. So I was just going by that.
It just still doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I understand the reasoning for it. It just at the same time not. Either way, he's dead. Let's see. He doesn't have a turn. What is with that? Jesus Christ. Anything else from Grunlamar?
No. I'll move a little. I can see. Yeah, I'll move up and engage the Goblin Sapper.
Okay. All right. Next turn. Let's go shoot at 5. Ursa, you're up. You're stuck and on fire.
I am going to lob another axe towards the Goblin Sapper 10. Escalation die is 5. 17 versus AC.
That will miss.
Okay. And 2 saving throws. Against sticky first and then fire.
Yes.
I am no longer on fire, but I am still stuck.
You're still stuck. This tends to be the way of things. You're going to remain stuck the entire fight, but I can't get fire to stick to you for more than a round. Don't forget that was 6 damage, though.
6.
Not just 3.
There we go.
The way
And
that's the way ongoing damage works for crit is that the first turn does double damage and then does regular.
Okay. And I am staggered.
Yay! About goddamn time. I've only lit you on fire like 20 times this fight.
because there's only one goblin left and we don't give a fuck. He's about to die.
I know. Well, I know. If this were any other game, if this weren't organized play, I would be happy because I'm making you expend your resources.
Yes.
Realistically, though, yeah, I know it means exactly jack shit.
Well, no. Brandy was just chastising me for not telling the cleric that I need to heal. And the fight's almost over, so even if this wasn't organized play, I'd just wait for the fight to be over and take a quick rest up to expend one of my.
All right. Let's see.
Come on, little goblin.
Goblin's trying to make a break for it. He's going to throw a demo charge after him, or he's going to throw something after him. Let's find out actually what it is.
He's hoping for a demo charge.
No, it's a blue pot on Grindelmar.
Oh, get away!
But I don't think he's gonna. That's gonna. So.
Nope.
All right. That's him. That's him. Eden, you're up.
Because I didn't actually expend my focus, I will actually do something on my turn. I will rebuke him. I will look at him and say, no, you will not be going anywhere.
I'm not sure you're allowed to do something on your turn.
It's a quick action for rebuke. Like, if you retain your focus, you can then cast rebuke on your turn.
I was kidding.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's making fun of the class more than anything.
Yes, I am.
21 versus MD.
That'll hit, and it'll kill him. So describe how he dies.
He just he collapses in pain as he grabs at it, clutches at his head, and falls over with sort of wild fear in his eyes.
Okay. All right, fight's over. Everybody gets a short rest. So spend your recoveries as you need. And let's see. All right. Here's the thing. I'm not starting to not feel so great, and we've already been at this for 2 hours.
Okay.
We're going to do a little bit more, but we're going to have to finish this up next week. This session up next week.
Okay.
And we'll try to do the end of session 1 and the end of session 2 all in the same week. Actually, no, you didn't, Matt. I don't think you didn't miss any others while you were busy. But yeah, I'm starting to get a headache. I'm not sure that I can go on too much longer, but we'll wrap this up next week. If you guys don't mind, we'll start a little early next week to get this out of the way. We'll start it a half an hour early.
Okay.
I'm just looking at that phone call.
I will not be here the next 2 weeks. I have AT orders, so I'm going to be in Virginia.
By the way, and I won't be here the week of the. It's
Next
July.
weekend.
Not next. Well, next weekend might be. It depends on what I do at Connecticut. But the following week, I have to fly because I have to be at a mediation on Monday in California. I have to fly out on Sunday. So.
Yeah, next weekend I won't be here because
Is anybody going to be here next weekend?
volunteering at the convention at Connecticut.
I'm sorry, I missed some of that. Who's going to be here next week and who's not?
I may or may not, depending on what I decide to do at Connecticut. And then the following week, I definitely won't be here.
Yeah. All right. In that case, In that case, let's push it back 2 weeks. So the next session will be on the 20th.
Which is the one I definitely won't be at, just so you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
But
that's fine. I just wanted to make sure you were aware.
Yeah, I can't go 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Floyd's got 2. God damn. Alright, how about this?
Well, hold on. Aaron, do you want me to ask my roommate if she can play my character?
You mean Mary?
Yeah.
If she wants to play, she's more than welcome.
Okay, I'll have to ask her later because right now she's asleep, but
That's fine. Yeah, I have no problem with Mary.
I'll try to get word to you before Wednesday.
Yeah, that would be good. Let's still plan on 2 weeks, since next week seems like it's, if Matt's gone and Matt and Anna may be gone, and Lloyd, you're definitely going to be gone. Even if Mary plays your character, that still only leaves us with 2 people. I'll start asking around again for some more.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mike, he realized he'd regularly be out.
Yeah, I had another person who said that they thought that they might want to play, but they would have missed like the first 2 sessions, and they didn't want to miss like half of this season. So I'll ask around, and even just one more person would be okay. So I'll work on that this week as much as I can. And but yes, for now, unless something changes, it'll be 2 weeks from now. If we have to, we'll go 3 weeks. I would really, really rather not do that, though. Is there any day of the week where you guys can play in the evenings that isn't a Wednesday?
Yeah. Not Monday or Friday, but perhaps Tuesday or Thursday.
I leave this Friday and am gone out of touch entirely for the next 2 weeks after that. So.
Oh, you've got a. Okay.
Yeah, this week I could play. I'm on vacation this week, so until not Thursday, but just about any other day. Tomorrow or Tuesday in the evening, I should be able to. After that, just not Wednesday.
Yeah, well, I can't do Wednesday myself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so.
Brandy, could you do Tuesday?
Brandy has stepped out. I can, however, speak for her. No, she cannot do Tuesday.
What about tomorrow, Monday?
No, I'm busy all day until late into the evening.
Scheduling is a bitch and a half. And you said you couldn't do Thursday, Matt?
Not the 10th, no, because I don't know how long it's going to take me to pick up my badge for the convention, or if I have anything else to do.
Oh, shit.
Friday, that's where I'll be. Saturday, that's where I'll be. Sunday, that's where I'll be.
God damn it, people, think of my needs. Alright,
We are thinking of your needs. We're just disregarding them.
yeah, clearly. Alright, I'll send out some emails. We'll see what we can do. Lloyd, talk to Mary. See if she can do anything. And then we'll wing it. I would really not like to miss 3 weeks worth of gaming, especially just after a half day today. But I guess if we have to, we have to. Honestly, if we have to miss 3 weeks, we're not going to do the rest of this one. We will be so far behind. And for reasons that I already talked to you guys about, that it may just be better to skip this if we're going to miss 3 weeks. What I'll do is I'll let you guys Yeah, that's true. Let's go offline so we can finish discussing this.
Okay.
And so everybody say goodbye to our viewers.
5 years.
Have a nice day.
Okay, wait, before I turn it off, in the Q&A, I had one of the more interesting questions that I've seen, and I've seen some. Can I ask you to rise like a phoenix? You can ask. I don't know what you'd expect that to be, but yes, you can ask.
I have been on fire twice in my life, and both times survived. So
Not including being on fire in game, which case he's been on fire like 20 times today alone.
yeah, I am kindling apparently.
I've been on fire too.
Poor kindling because I don't stay lit, but you know.
Yeah. But yes, that was our Q&A. So now that we're done with that, we will go. So bye everybody.
Bye.